Welcome to Sports Bios, the program that delves into the fascinating lives of athletic legends. I'm your host, Howard Closewell, and today we're going to explore the extraordinary journey of Don Budge, a name synonymous with tennis greatness. As we embark on this biographical odyssey, let me ask you, what makes a champion? Is it innate talent, relentless drive, or perhaps a combination of both? For Don Budge, the answer lies in the intricate tapestry of his early life, woven from the threads of family, mentors, and historical context. Born on June 13, 1915, in Oakland, California, Don Budge grew up in a world vastly different from our own. The Great War had just begun, and the United States was on the cusp of emerging as a global superpower. Don's father, John Budge, was a Scottish immigrant who worked as a carpenter, while his mother, Pearl Budge, was a homemaker dedicated to raising their two sons, Don and his brother, Lloyd. The Budge family lived in a modest house on 12th Street in Oakland, surrounded by the vibrant sounds and smells of a bustling city. As we explore the early life of Don Budge, it becomes clear that his surroundings played a significant role in shaping his character and future path. The Piedmont Tennis Club, located just a few miles from his home, became a second family to Don. Founded in 1911, the club was a hub for tennis enthusiasts, offering a unique blend of socialization, competition, and camaraderie. It was here that Don first picked up a racket, under the watchful eye of his brother Lloyd, who would become not only a tennis partner, but also a lifelong confidant. The Great Depression, which began in 1929, had a profound impact on the Budge family, as it did on millions of Americans. John Budge's work as a carpenter became increasingly scarce, forcing the family to tighten their belts and make sacrifices. Despite these challenges, Don's parents remained steadfast in their support for his tennis ambitions, recognizing the potential that their son possessed. They encouraged him to practice tirelessly, often driving him to tournaments and matches throughout the Bay Area. Don's education was also an important part of his formative years. He attended Oakland Technical High School, where he excelled academically and athletically, earning top grades and dominating on the school's tennis team. His academic prowess and athletic talent made him a standout student, and his teachers and coaches took notice. One such coach was Tom Stowe, a veteran tennis player who recognized Don's exceptional ability and began mentoring him in the finer points of the game. As we delve deeper into Don Budge's early life, we find ourselves immersed in the sights and sounds of 1920s and 1930s Oakland. The city was a thriving metropolis, with streetcars rumbling down Broadway, the smell of freshly baked bread wafting from the local bakeries, and the sound of jazz music drifting from the nightclubs on 7th Street. It was an exciting time to be alive, and Don Budge was poised to take advantage of every opportunity that came his way. As we pause at the threshold of Don Budge's emergence onto the national tennis scene, we find ourselves wondering, what sparks will ignite the flame of greatness in this young athlete? How will he navigate the challenges of professional tennis, with its intense competition, grueling travel schedule, and unforgiving media scrutiny? The answers, much like the man himself, are complex, multifaceted, and waiting to be revealed. Don's first major victory came at the 1932 Pacific Coast Championships, where he defeated the seasoned player, Keith Gledhill, in a thrilling 5-set match. This win not only marked a significant milestone in Don's career, but also caught the attention of the tennis establishment, including the legendary Bill Tilden, who would later become a mentor and friend to Don. As Don's reputation grew, so did his travel schedule. He began competing in tournaments across the United States, from the prestigious Newport Casino in Rhode Island to the Los Angeles Tennis Club's Pacific Southwest Championships. These experiences not only honed his skills, but also introduced him to a diverse array of players, coaches, and fans, broadening his understanding of the game and its nuances. Don's foray into international competition was marked by his debut at the 1933 Wimbledon Championships, where he faced off against the formidable Australian player, Jack Crawford. Although Don ultimately lost in the quarterfinals, this experience proved invaluable as it exposed him to the unique challenges of grass-court tennis and the intense scrutiny of the global tennis community. The following year, 1934, would prove to be a watershed moment in Don's career. He won his first Grand Slam title at the French Open, defeating the Italian player Giorgio De Stefani in a closely contested fight. This triumph not only cemented Don's status as a rising star, but also marked the beginning of an extraordinary period of dominance in men's tennis. As we explore Don Budge's remarkable rise to prominence, it becomes clear that his success was not solely due to his innate talent or dedication. The support of his family, particularly his brother Lloyd and his parents, John and Pearl, played a vital role in nurturing his passion for tennis. Additionally, the guidance of coaches like Tom Stowe and the mentorship of Bill Tilden helped refine Don's technique and strategic approach to the game. Don's experiences on the international circuit also had a profound impact on his personal growth. As he traveled the world, competing against the best players of his era, he developed a unique perspective on life, shaped by his encounters with different cultures, customs, and ways of thinking. These experiences would ultimately inform his approach to tennis, as well as his relationships with fellow players, coaches, and fans. As we pause to reflect on Don Budge's remarkable journey thus far, we find ourselves at the midpoint of his extraordinary career. The challenges he faced, both on and off the court, have prepared him for the ultimate test, the pursuit of greatness in the tennis world. The year 1938 marked a pinnacle in Don's career, as he achieved the first Grand Slam in tennis history, winning all 4 major tournaments: the Australian Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. This monumental feat not only showcased his incredible skill and endurance, but also solidified his position as the world's top-ranked player. Following his historic Grand Slam, Don continued to dominate the sport, although he faced increasing competition from other rising stars, including Bobby Riggs and Frank Parker. Despite this, Don remained a force to be reckoned with, winning numerous titles and establishing himself as one of the most successful players of his era on tour. In 1942, Don's career took a dramatic turn when he enlisted in the United States Army Air Forces during World War II. While serving, Don suffered a serious injury to his shoulder in a tennis-related accident, which would eventually force him into early retirement from competitive tennis. After the war, Don transitioned into a successful coaching and mentoring career, sharing his expertise with aspiring players and helping to shape the next generation of tennis stars. His influence extended beyond the court, as he became an ambassador for the sport, promoting tennis globally and advocating for its inclusion in the Olympic game. Don's impact on tennis was not limited to his playing career or coaching legacy. He was also a pioneer in the fight for players' rights and fair compensation, laying the groundwork for the modern professional tennis era. His advocacy work paved the way for future generations of players to earn a living from the sport they love. Throughout his life, Don received numerous accolades and honors, including induction into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in 1964. He passed away on January 26, 2000, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire tennis players and fans around the world. As we reflect on Don Budge's remarkable journey, it becomes clear that his impact on tennis extends far beyond his impressive list of titles and achievements. His dedication, passion, and perseverance have inspired countless individuals to take up the sport, and his contributions to the game continue to be felt today. In conclusion, Don Budge's story serves as a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and a love for the game. As we celebrate his life and legacy, we are reminded that true greatness is not solely measured by achievements, but by the lasting impact one has on others and the sport they love. That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Howard Closewell reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.